There's been numerous films that have been around for some time that have had titular characters with some odd sort of names, but none so stranger than this one. Prepare yourselves. Here's my review of a film that celebrated its 20th anniversary last year, and it's the film that Jared Hess had given to us long before a Minecraft movie, Napoleon Dynamite. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Gosh! So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Noel, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2004 independent coming-of-age comedy flick Napoleon Dynamite, released by Fox Searchlight and Paramount, directed by Jared Hess, who co-wrote the script with wife Jerusha, and produced by Jeremy Coon, Chris Wyatt, and Sean Covell. Starring Jon Heder in the title role, a nerdy high school student who deals with several dilemmas, and befriending an immigrant who wants to be a class president, who awkwardly pursuing a romance with a fellow student and living with his quirky family. The film was released on June 11, 2004, almost a half a year after it made its premiere at Sundance that same year. Now, courtesy of Fox Searchlight, released this film in the U.S., along with as well as Canada, Latin America, Italy, Japan, Turkey, while everywhere else internationally, Paramount, along with MTV Films, released this through United International Pictures. The film was a big success, even for a independent film. Here's our story. Socially awkward 16-year-old Napoleon Dynamite lives in Preston, Idaho with his grandmother Carlinda and his technology-addicted older brother Kip. Napoleon's school days are spent doodling mythical creatures, dealing with bullies, and playing tetherball by himself. Carlinda is injured in a quad bike accident and asks Napoleon and Kip's uncle Rico to look after the boys while she recovers. Flirtatious middle-aged Rico arrives in the camper van he lives in and teams up with Kip to sell door-to-door in a get-rich-quick scheme. Kip wants to pay for his internet girlfriend, LaFonda, to visit from Detroit. Former high school athlete Rico dwells on his past and dreams of going back in time. He believes wealth will help him get over his breakup with his girlfriend and failed dreams of NFL stardom. Napoleon becomes friends with Deb, a shy girl who sells headshots and knickknacks to raise money for college, and Pedro, a bold transfer student from Juarez, Mexico. Pedro is rebuffed when he asks the popular and snobby Summer Wheatley to accompany him to the high school dance. Deb gladly accepts. Pedro encourages Napoleon to find a date, and he picks popular classmate Trisha. As a gift, he draws an unintentionally bad picture of her and delivers it to Trisha's mother, one of Rico's customers. Rico tells Trisha's mother embarrassing stories about Napoleon to evoke sympathy. She buys his wares and forces Trisha to accept Napoleon's invitation. Trisha goes to the dance with Napoleon but abandons him to hang out with Summer. Pedro allows Napoleon to dance with Deb. Pedro runs against Summer for class president. The two factions put up flyers and hand out trinkets to attract voters. To demonstrate their skills and increase their respect around the school, Napoleon and Pedro enter a Future Farmers of America competition, grain, milk, and cow udders. They win medals, but it does little for their popularity. Napoleon buys an instructional dance videotape. Kip's girlfriend, LaFonda, arrives and gives him an urban makeover, outfitting him in hip-hop regalia. Seeing that Napoleon is learning to dance, LaFonda gives him a mixtape. Rico continues to spread embarrassing rumors about Napoleon to prospective customers. He tries to sell Deb a breast enhancement product, claiming it was Napoleon's suggestion, causing her to break off their friendship. Napoleon confronts Rico and tells him to leave, but Rico refuses. His sales scheme ends when martial arts instructor Rex walks in on Rico, demonstrating the breast enhancement product on his wife, and assaults him. Now, for the ending, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video immediately. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. As I count down now, if you've seen this already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. On Election Day, Summer gives a speech before the student body and presents a dance skit to the song Larger Than Life. Pedro gives a despondent speech after discovering he is also required, to perform a skit. Napoleon gives the sound engineer La Fonda's mixtape and spontaneously performs a dance routine to Jamiroquai's Canned Heat as Pedro's skit. Napoleon's routine receives a standing ovation, stunning Summer and her boyfriend Don. Pedro becomes class president. Grandma returns from the hospital. Rico reunites with his girlfriend. Kip and LaFonda leave on a bus from Michigan, and Napoleon Dad reconcile and play tetherball together. End of story. Or is it? There's a post-credits scene at the end where 2 months later, Kip and LaFonda get married, and Napoleon arrives late at the wedding on a stallion, which he tamed for Kip and LaFonda to ride out on. And there you have it. That truly, really is end of story. That's there. So what did I think of Napoleon Dynamite? Now, I've only seen this maybe a few times. I think 3 times. I think I saw this twice on the tube. I could be wrong. That was a long time ago. But I've decided to give it another go for it since I didn't review this last year for its anniversary. This film is absolutely crazy and what have you. Despite a very limited initial release, the film was a success. And it went on to make $46 million worldwide on its $400,000 budget. It also spawned a slew of merchandise from refrigerator magnets to t-shirts and Halloween costumes, even a short-lived animated series, which came out on the Fox network in 2012. Unfortunately, it only lasted a mere 6 episodes. Anyway, this was so crazy and what have you. Anyway, the film does have a pretty good soundtrack that includes some pretty good songs and what have you. Yep. A few pretty good songs. I think one of the more popular ones, the last song you hear is the classic The Promise by When in Rome. Which I think that's really cool to have that song in the movie. The score was done by Jon Swihart, which wasn't too bad. It was pretty good too. Anyway, most of the situations in the film are loosely based on Mr. Hess's life. The film's reviews were pretty good to mixed. Rotten Tomatoes currently has it at a score of 72%, saying it's a charming, quirky, and often funny comedy. Yes, I agree. It's just kind of quirky though, but it's still pretty comical. After revisiting the film, it's kind of made me laugh a little bit more than what it did before. I mean, I did like some of it a bit, but now after revisiting it, has got me to like it a whole lot more. Metacritic has a score of 64. For written reviews, Rolling Stone says Hess and his terrific cast, Heder is geek perfection, make their own kind of deadpan hilarity. You'll laugh till it hurts. Sweet. The Christian Science Monitor called the film a refreshing new take on the overused teen comedy genre and said the film may not make you laugh out loud. It's too sly and subtle for that. but it will have you smiling every minute and often grinning widely at its Weird Al charm. The Village Voice praised the film as an epic, magisterially absurd pastiche on all American geekhood, flooring the competition with a petulant shove. Yep. This got put on numerous lists and what have you. It even won some numerous, well, got nominated for some awards and what have you. It won the Best Comedy Award, the Golden Trailer Awards. With itself being an MTV Films production, it won 3 MTV Movie Awards for Breakthrough Male Performance, Best Musical Performance, and even Best Movie. So anyway, so yeah, you gotta agree that's pretty cool. It has some pretty fun moments and what have you. This film is just so crazy and what have you. Anyway, for our cast, we have Jon Heder playing the titular character. This is the film that introduced us to him. Know that he's done numerous other things. Well, he had recently done some other stuff before this, but this is what really put him on the map. Of course, he would later go on to do other films, including The Benchwarmers and Blades of Glory as well. He's also lent his voice to films, including Monster House, Surf's Up, and its direct-to-video sequel, as well as his recent film, Thelma the Unicorn, which was released on Netflix last year. Anyway, Heder really steals the show. Or wait, was it Heder? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Jon Heder. Sorry. Oh, crap. Well, I think you get what I'm saying. For Pedro's performance, we have Efren Ramirez. I must say, he's absolutely very zany and what have you. I think he does an exceptionally good job. Now, he actually had recently been in some films, including Tammy and the T-Rex and Kazam. He also later went on to appear in Crank, Employee of the Month. Well, actually, he was in both Crank films. And was recently the voice of Airman Diaz in Lightyear. Playing Deb is Tina Majorino, who most people would remember her as as a former child actress, appearing in films like Karina, Waterworld, and Andre, which of course that's the film I would mostly remember her by. She's absolutely really good. Aaron Ruell played Kip, he's pretty funny. Jon Gries plays Uncle Rico, he's crazy. Playing Summer is Haley Duff, yes. Hilary Duff's sister. Uh, Chandrella Avery played LaFonda, and Sandy Martin played Grandma Carlinda. So you gotta admit the cast is pretty good and what have you. This film was also voted number 14 on Bravo's 100 Funniest Movies. Anyway, Napoleon Dynamite eventually became such a big success. I gotta say, I was really surprised by this film. After this, the success of the film led to other films set in small towns that would be big successes, and both of these would be released by Fox Searchlight. Well, now it's Searchlight Pictures, in the forms of Little Miss Sunshine, which was released 2 years later in 2006, and Juno, which was released the following year in 2007. But anyway, Napoleon Dynamite, a real funny film in my view. Great characters, a good story, and fun music and score and what have you. I must say it's a good one. So with everything said, would I recommend Napoleon Dynamite? The answer would be hell yeah, go for it. Check it out. So, what did you think of Napoleon Dynamite? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow and make the views grow. Tell your friends about my channel. Give them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation and share my vids with your friends if you'd like as well. Now, a little change of plans. The Whitebird review is going to be postponed until further notice, and details to follow. So, in its place tomorrow, I am going to review Friday just a day early before its anniversary, due to the fact that I might be going to see the accountant too this weekend. Okay, so if you like this, consider checking out some of these other, well, silly, fun-filled films and what have you that were coming of age. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of a former Disney Plus film from 2020, and that was Stargirl. Or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review. Well, actually, this is both spoiler-free. You can check out my review of its sequel, Hollywood Stargirl, both of which are good coming-of-age films, so I hope you don't mind those. Or if you would like something else, check out my spoiler-free review of Jared Hess's newest film, which has already become the biggest film of the year in a Minecraft movie. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and thanks again for helping me reach 900 subscribers. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.